Hello Pokemon Go trainers, we have had some new crazy powerful Pokemon in the Necrozmas released for Go Battle League. They are insane and everywhere, and it's gotta be beta to bring it. But there's also another Necrozma, and there's plenty of other things in the game that will be breaking the power level. Now of course we've also had Origin Dialga Palkia. And I mean, at this point, we have a ton of legendaries, of course. It's no easy feat getting them all. I'm missing a few, but that's fine. Some notables, Landorus, Therian, Zacian, and Xerneas. But tons and tons of things. I got the elusive Complete Zygarde, which, if you're new to the channel, I have tons of videos with this thing, and it is just insane. It is worth every bit. Luckily, I got an insane one, which made it even more worth it. Any bit worse, and it would lose a bit, but Best Buddy Boost does help out a lot also. And I mean, Master League is pay to win. It's crazy, and yes, it is. Go Battle League is not in a great state, but there's plenty of powerful Pokemon that are going to be coming to Pokemon Go in the future, and we're going to be talking about some of them. Now, we already had White and Black Kyurem accidentally released into Pokemon Go, and with how Niantic released Duskmane and Dawnwing's Necrozma, using Necrozma's IVs and levels to create the fusion, it's a safe guess that we're going to be needing to raid Kyurem, and you're going to have to take down a White Kyurem or Black Kyurem raid to get energy to fuse permanently, and then hopefully you still just need just any White or Black Kyurem depending on the fusion. And if so, maybe next Go Fest we're going to have that release. That would be cool, fitting time. Maybe Unova Tour. I would imagine Tour more likely to have the just all of the Unova legendaries in raids, and being able to get the Kyurem candies you'll need. But maybe they do release the fusions, and you can see level 50 CP. Of course, we've had this in the game. 5206, that is insane power level. 4605 as a level 40, just insane. And we also have Black Kyurem, which is also really nice. And I mean, it's the same stats. Movesets that are available: Dragon Tail, Shadow Claw. Just Shadow Claw on this dragon would be insane, and would give some good competition to the Necrozmas. And I could also see them allowing one fusion per team. Now you can only use one Necrozma on a team, and maybe they do the same with one Kyurem on the team, whether it's regular or the fused. I mean, the moveset's amazing, pretty awesome. Iron Head, Blizzard, Stone Edge, Outrage. But we are also missing another form, and it is Zacian. So Zacian, we have regular Zacian, and it is already one of the best and most useful fairy types in the game. We don't have the shiny released yet, and it has an insane, stupid, broken form, which if you play Gen 8 in the main series games, you are very well aware of how insane Zacian Crown is. Now, Zamazenta also has another form, but it's not useful, not useful enough in Go. Although it's got resurgence in the current generation, it's had a success, but who knows how long until potential for something like that for Go. But Zacian Crown now, in the main series games, Pokemon hold items, and you give the Crown form, well, Zacian, the item to give it the stronger form. And I mean, its moveset is already amazing in Go, with like quick attack, Snarl, Metal Claw. Then I mean, charge attacks, Play Rough, Iron Head. I think that's just potential in the future, but I've never seen people run that while charging close combat. Definitely, I mean, you can make an argument for any of the possible combinations of Play Rough, Wild Charge, close combat, and odds are you'll likely face up against whatever moveset will be good against you. I mean, if you have Kyogres, Ho-Ohs, you'll probably get some Wild Charge. If you have all dragons, you're likely gonna see Play Rough. And Quick Attack or Snarl, I mean, Quick Attack energy generation is incredible. The damage it does, not much, but Snarl, it's a good move. And with all the Necrozmas, I think it's a very viable moveset to run. Some nice damage. And that's going to be crazy. And, well, Necrozma, of course, we have the regular, and then Dusk and Dawn Rings Necrozma. Now, I mean, if you have infused, hopefully you are patient and make sure you make the right choice, because it's probably going to be a while before we can get more fusion energy. Now, there were some codes released for like total of 200 free energy for both forms to be able to get 200 energy for free, which, considering Niantic basically made it quite pay to win. I mean, if you had paid for the GoFest ticket, you were able to get either Solgaleo or Lunala, whatever path you picked, and it came with enough energy to give a fusion, which is nice. And you should have had enough passes to at least almost get the other fusion. But they're just incredible. I mean, Dawn Wings Necrozma now, it's possible to solo a Shadow Wobbuffet, which, if you understand how annoying Shadow Wobbuffet is to take down, how difficult, Dawn Wings Necrozma are just able to do it. It does go down the wire. But Duskmane Necrozma, it has dethroned Shadow Metagross as the top steel attacker. So, I mean, it's not. I mean, if you have a full team of 6 Shadow Metagross, then they're still useful. It's just if you happen to be able to have a full team of 6 level 50 or equal level to the Shadow Metagross, that as a Duskmane Necrozma, if you've played the game enough, done enough raids, maybe a couple in-person GoFests, if you were able to, then yeah, if you're the handful of players that could potentially do that. But that's the extreme. Ultra Necrozma, I mean, 5293 CP Necrozma. The attack is absolutely insane. It is a pure psychic type. So in the main series games, you have to have either Dusk or Dawn Wings Necrozma, if I recall correctly. And you use some Z energy, which honestly I could see Niantic just putting in raid just being super, super difficult. And with how powerful this is, I mean, maybe we get this as the next, well, as the first, well, the next 5000 CP Pokemon without a Mega Boost. Time to dethrone Slacking. Maybe we get the Black and White Kyurem before, but I could definitely see Niantic wanting to do elite raids and maybe requiring to do at least a couple to be able to get enough, because this thing is just going to be insane. Or maybe a raid day. hopefully a Ray Day. That would be nice. It's just insane. And I mean, its moveset is should be the same as Necrozma, which is pretty nice. Shadow Claw, like Psycho Cut, Metal Claw also, and then charge attacks like Future Sight, Outrage, Dark Pulse. It's just gonna be insane. And one more Pokemon to talk about, Urshifu. Now, it's not 5000 CP power, but Urshifu is currently like the most broken legendary. And it actually does evolve from Kufu, which 1919 max CP. I mean, it's okay. Nothing too crazy. It's got some tons and tons of fighting type moves. But Urshifu, I mean, it's levels, but at least a couple levels below from the other things we've talked about. But fighting type, and there's two forms. I forget which form is which, but like a dark gains dark typing or a water typing, and critical hits are something that is in the main series games, with being able to like double your damage with a hit. And if you're debuffed, then you're able to do the base damage without the debuff, well, extra damage. And those damage ranges, which with moves, sometimes you hit on the low end, sometimes you hit on the high end. But there's nothing like that. It's just base damage. And if you're debuffed, well, that is what happens. But no debuffs, you'll do the same damage each time. But being able to, who knows, probably something Niantic may just see too difficult to do. But being able to get counter as a fast move, maybe Niantic don't give it counter right away, because they do like nerfing Pokemon. And they're probably going to almost surely nerf Crown Zacian when they release it. And maybe that is coming very soon in the new season. There were interviews with them wanting to release more Galarian Pokemon. That's Gen 8. We got a graphic with Dynamax and the starters and some other stuff, which is exciting. But yeah, I mean, counter, dynamic punch, close combat, that's going to be good. But exciting, so many things that can be coming to Pokemon Go. The game is definitely in a tough state right now, thanks to Niantic, their incompetence. This game is truly such a treasure and should be like leading the line right behind VGC, the card game, with what people want to play when they play Pokemon. And it's just in a bad state right now, but there's still plenty of stuff to look forward to. And of course, it is like the easiest game to get shinies. We have community days. There will be some exciting community days to come. I'm gonna just stick with the game. If it were to hypothetically last one last year, then so be it. I've played on my account since 2016. Thanks to all of you, I've been able to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube with Pokemon Go. And I'm just going to stick with the game, however long the game lasts. I'll probably jump ship to main series games and other Pokemon content. I'll do that sporadically, but when Go dies, hopefully in 5 years at the earliest, hopefully. But thanks for watching the channel. Subscribe to help me grow. Hit the like button to tell the YouTube algorithm that people will like this video. And thanks for watching. Thanks. Goodbye. Good luck with Pokemon Go if you are still playing.